Okay, we've just stepped out of the arena. How was it?
Oh, it was amazing. It was so much fun. It was just like being back in the 90s as a small child watching Saturday evening TV. It was just great.
And is that because you had so many G&Ts?
I did have some G&Ts. I had a total of 3, so it was not, not fall over drunk, but it was a pleasant experience, lubricated by the G&Ts.
Well, it wasn't when we first arrived, was it?
No, because they made me neck one on the way in.
But
You're not allowed to take cans into the venue, and they spotted one, so I had to neck it, standing outside the door, much to the security guard's amusement, and everyone else standing around and walking past.
But they didn't find them all, did they?
No, well, they only spotted one, so I took the other one in. And I then had to drink it surreptitiously, trying to hide it from the security that were on the inside.
And how did you hide it?
I put it in my big foamy finger. I purchased one of the foamy fingers that I admired so much as a child, and then consumed a G&T from it. From the can, within the thing. I didn't tip it into the finger, I'm not a heathen.
And what was your favourite event?
Oh, I quite liked the climbing wall. Yeah, the guys climbing wall I thought was a really good thing. Yeah.
Not the women climbing the wall, just the men.
No, I thought the men was more dramatic. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the women, it was kind of like, yeah, it happened. But yeah, the 2 guys, it was a very close match with their gladiators, and it was just more interesting.
And did you have a favourite gladiator?
I don't know what any of their names are. I have not researched this enough. The one up on the podium who had previously hurt his ankle and was desperate to take part and couldn't do any of the running events. I thought, good on him. He's adapted to his situation, and life's given him a lemon and he's making lemonade. He also knocked the guy off in about 3 seconds. Just twatted him round the head with a stick.
Well, he was massive.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
But you had your photo taken with a bunch of them.
I did, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what any of their names are either. And unfortunately, I'm standing in front of some of them, so I can't see what it says on their uniforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you had a good time.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
I did have a good time.
And we got in despite the fact that we thought we might not.
Yes. It was, earlier in the week they were having big problems with managing numbers of tickets that they distributed and the number of seats that were available. So it was all a bit last minute and hairy. And in fact, the really freaky thing is that they gave you a numbered kind of seat ticket on your way in, but told you wouldn't sit in those seats because it was just a free-for-all. It was like fill up from the front. And we got our seats that were on our tickets. The very last thing they did was a raffle based on where you were sitting. And we were having this big debate over whether it was the raffle, whether it was based on the seat that was on your ticket or the seat that you were actually sitting. And ours were the same. We were like, yay, go us, but we didn't win anything.
No, but the lady beside us was amazed.
Yes, I think that made her evening.
Yeah, it was a long day's shoot.
Yeah.
But we saw how many events? We saw 5 events?
5 events and the Eliminator, which is the bit at the end.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was great fun.
It was good. All right, your last track was Scouting for Girls. What are you going to end on now that you're all...
So, I am feeling quite positive and buzzy, and I'm
you're going to join a gym?
No, I'm not going to join a gym. But there is a song that I think was amazing that is very, very under-recognised, and it will completely burst the bubble of joy and happiness, but it's done in quite an upbeat way. It's quite a catchy tune, quite a nice tempo, but yeah, the actual lyrics are quite depressing. So the song is called Monday Morning 519, and it's by a band called Rialto, who were a bit of a one-hit wonder in the late 90s with that song. But I liked everything they did, and I went to see them live a couple of times. I saw them live, actually. They were supporting Sleeper. That's how I first found out about them. And then very soon after that, or very soon before that, they were on Top of the Pops with this song. It's very much set in its time. He's ringing her house to try and get hold of her to find out, what she's up to. And it's in the days before mobile phones. So, of course, he's ringing a house and getting a voicemail. And that's all he can do.
In fairness, the gladiators had nowhere to keep a cell phone.
No, they didn't. Their uniforms were very skimpy. And there was one of the people doing the voiceover was talking about one of the guys having it on back to front. And yeah, there were a few people needing to adjust themselves and hemlines a few too many times for comfortable viewing.
It was a bit of jock's watch, wasn't it?
I don't know what that means, but if you mean juggling the junk, yeah, they were doing that.
Okay, here's Rialto. Hey, thanks, Mary. Firstly, thanks for being on the show. Really appreciate that. And also, thank you for letting me live at your house multiple times when my life keeps going down the toilet.
And organising coming to see the Gladiators that you really, really wanted to do just to annoy your sister.
It was my idea to come to Gladiators.
No, you said it was on. I said, do you want to go? And you said yes, and I booked everything.
This is how the dynamic works. I come up with the ideas and then you facilitate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how this works. Little fist bump. Boom. Right.
Yeah.
Let's. Where the hell are we going now?
It's to an Ibis budget hotel. I'm so excited about that.
Only the best.